This is Jameson from Cooper Fleet Services. Today is July 16th, 2021, and this is recent automotive news. Ford is considering shipping partially built vehicles to dealerships. They started talks with some dealerships this week to get a feel on how the plan would work. As of now, they're saying only dealerships that elect to receive vehicles will get shipments. This seems like a nightmare for dealerships who would most likely be on the hook for the storage and insuring of a huge dollar amount of inventory that would be unsellable. Other issues would be the logistics of shipping parts that are in ultra high demand, like microchips, to the dealerships in the US that sign up. Considering they are having trouble keeping their 8 domestic assembly plants supplied with these parts, I see this as Ford limiting their liability and pushing it off to dealerships. I have major concerns for the quality of vehicles finished at some dealerships as well. My guess is that Ford will incentivize taking partially built vehicles by offering more vehicle allocation to the dealerships that take on the liability, and of course they will compensate the dealers for the time taken to install the chips. GM is also cutting some corners amidst the microchip shortage. They are eliminating wireless charging capabilities on certain 2021 Tahoe, Suburban, and Yukon vehicles. GM will be giving a $75 MSRP credit to the consumers that buy the vehicles without these features. Back in June, GM also built some of these vehicles without the automatic start-stop feature because of the chip shortage as well. Despite GM not being able to produce vehicles to keep up with demand, they announced their plans to build a $71 million advanced design and technology campus in Pasadena, California. They're hoping this will speed up the development of their zero emission, zero crashes, and zero congestion goal. This campus will cover 8 acres and house some of the engineering teams working on automated driving, EV development, and safety technology. It is expected to open towards the end of 2022. Reuters claims that GM is turning to a German part supplier, KUKA, to make it the initial production run of about 500 handmade BrightDrop EV vehicles in a suburb of Detroit. This is suspected to be because GM wants to get these vehicles in the hands of FedEx as soon as possible. The BrightDrop EV's official production will be in Canada's Ingersoll plant and is scheduled to start production next year. Ford will no longer be accepting orders for the F-150 with the diesel engine as of today. This option has only been offered for about 3 years and is being pulled because of a lack of demand. I've lost count of the number of times that Ford has offered a diesel engine on the F-150 and pulled it just a few years later because of this exact same issue. The EU is rolling out plans to have a cutoff date for production of new internal combustion engine vehicles. Although no specific date has been given, the EU executive arm is looking at 2035 as a target. Moving forward, the auto industry seems to still be going through major changes. As of now, I would take any announcements from the auto manufacturers with a grain of salt. Anyone who says they know what's going to happen, I think is not being very truthful at this point. There are way too many factors to take into account. I would expect to look up in a few years and see the auto industry look completely different than it does today. That's been it for automotive news this week. If you'd like content like this, check out our website at www.cooperfleetservices.com. A like and a subscribe really helps, so really appreciate that. If you have any comments, please put them down below. Really appreciate you tuning in this week. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. See you next time.